What's up mga kavanda? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to discuss all about my strap leaf Vanda. Stay put, let's get into it. Alright, you might be curious how to take care of your Vandas. Originally, these Vandas were given from my beloved neighbor. Shout out to Mabel Gomera. Thank you so much. Um, she decided to give her Vandas to me because she lacked the time to take care of it. So originally, this was placed on a pretty shady spot where it did not get sufficient sunlight. So as you can see, a few months ago, in less than a month's time, you can see that it's actually flowering here. Most of it, I'm gonna show you some clips on this side here. It's already starting to flower. Less than 2 months actually, around 6 weeks to be exact. Do note that Vandas require 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. So the sunlight is coming from that side, from that side. So it's already around 9:30 a.m. here. You can see in the timeline at the bottom. It is receiving sufficient sunlight. I did not do anything to it besides regular watering. Vandas require frequent watering, especially when you put it in a place where direct sunlight hits it. It is recommended that you provide fertilization every 2 weeks. During the rainy season, it's best that you provide a fungicide as well. So you can do this alternately every 2 weeks. 2 weeks thereafter, foliar fertilizer, and then 2 weeks after that you can apply fungicide, especially during the rainy season. More often, Vandas require care, especially understanding why your Vandas are not flowering. The reason of which is, again, comes to the sunlight it accepts on a daily basis. Okay? If you just started taking care of orchids, you have to constantly understand the climate in your area. You have to know where the sunlight is coming from, how much a certain area is receiving sunlight on a daily basis. Very important ito sa pagpa-flower ng inyong Vandas. The ideal time to water your Vandas is between 6 to 7:30 in the morning, and in the afternoon you can do it at between 4 to 5:30 in the afternoon. Why is it very important? Vandas get fungus if you water it late in the afternoon. Why? Because moisture will stay in the leaves. As you can see, there's fungus in these areas here. So, but you can actually treat it, but it takes a lot of time. If fungus has already taken most of your plant, you might as well burn it to avoid infecting the other Vandas. Again, it's very important that if you start to prune your Vandas, because it's getting long and it requires cutting, or you do top cutting, it's best to just burn the ones that are infected. If your Vandas are not flowering, it's because it's not receiving enough sunlight. So you have to constantly transfer your Vandas from one place or another in your garden. Do not cut the Vandas if it still hasn't flowered yet. Unless otherwise, it's very healthy, it's growing tall, but it's not flowering. Then similar to this, I just cut it off and transferred it to a sunny place, and now it's flowering. But personally, try to avoid cutting it if it's not yet flowering, because tendency will be you will have to wait for a long time for it to flower. One of the questions you might ask yourself if it's ideal to place these vandas in a tree trunk or a tree that's already. Normally, you see this for expert level enthusiasts of orchids that they place their vandas, their dendrobiums in a tree trunk that is just cut. For me, it doesn't really matter at all. Um, this in this case here, I use steel matting. Some of those enthusiasts already doing this for a long time. There's no problem because in most cases, vandas are aerial plants, so it doesn't matter if it's within a tree trunk or steel matting. Now let's talk about what are the common orchids that are found in the Philippines. There are actually what I've known are four different kinds. We have oncidiums, dendrobiums, vandas, and phalaenopsis. These are the most common orchids available in the Philippines. What I have a phalaenopsis, white and purple. I have vandas, strap leaf, and ordinary vandas that you use as corsage. Um, I used to have oncidiums, but it died because it easily gets fungus. I haven't well taken care of it, and most of it died. I have a few dendrobiums. The dendrobiums, I'm not really good at taking care of it, so I don't have much, but I have some which I can feature in my next other videos. Just to give you an overview on these types of orchids, the ones that require a lot of sunlight would be vandas and dendrobiums. However, for the phalaenopsis and the oncidium, they can be placed in a shady area. That's the reason why they're very prone to getting sick with fungus, because when you put it in a shady area and you provide a lot of moisture, and especially on the rainy season, it gets sick with fungus, so it dies. So you have to take care of it pretty well. Okay, that is why it's very important to take note of the time that I provided to water your orchids. There you have it, guys. Simple guide, simple techniques to learn all about strap leaf, Vanda orchids, phalaenopsis, dendrobiums, oncidiums. Okay? Use those tricks to take care of your orchids. Have a good day, everyone, and see you on the next video. Bye.